I'm back again for a new makeup tutorial. Sorry it's been so long since I've done one, but I'm getting to it now and we're going to do like a fun, fresh spring look since spring is coming soon. I'm going to do a lot of it with the airbrush machine, and I'll tell you what other products you can use, and then I'm going to do some of it with my normal makeup as well. So we'll start with, I have this new face prime that I like to use before I do my makeup after you've moisturized. It's from Victoria's Secret, just called Face Prime, and you'll just squirt a little bit on your face. It's just going to help your makeup stay on like just a little bit longer. It helps with that. Then next we're going to do the primer, which is the P1 primer by Belletto. You'll need like 2 drops of this. And for everything I'm doing today now, I'm pretty much using the medium setting. You'll just go again in circles throughout your entire face, small circles. Okay, next what we're going to move on to is our foundation. I'm going to do my foundation before my concealer today. So I'm using the F3 foundation. I have really found that like this airbrush machine is one of my favorite things. It makes my skin feel so smooth, and I really noticed a big difference in how clear my skin is and how even it is, because you're just not having to touch your face as much as you do with your other makeup, and so I don't know, it's not getting as much damage, I guess. And again, I just love the look of the foundation. You can barely see it, which is the point. Okay, so once we're done with the foundation, I'm next going to move on to the concealer, the airbrush concealer, which is light yellow. That's the color of it, CC1. We're going to do it under our eyes, like in a triangle, like. And I love this concealer because I like the yellow tint in it. I feel like it brightens it up even more than your normal concealer would. My major red spots are around my nose, in between my eyebrows a little, and then of course to cover up my bags under my eyes. Just kind of hit the center of your face so it looks as if sun has like, you know, that's how the natural light hits it. Okay, so once we're done with the airbrush concealer, we're next going to do a little blush. We're going to do, it's like a peachish, like pink blush, and you barely need any of it. It shows up really quick. It's called Peachish. So I like to kind of smile, make sure I'm doing it okay, so we're just going to start off with a little blush, then we can touch it up later if we need to, but you can already see the difference. The blush shows up really quick. Okay, next what I'm going to do is before we do the bronzer that the airbrush machine you use, we're going to do a little bit of contouring, and I've been using this lately because of the awesome mascara.com. Her name's Kara too. She's so cute. You have to check her out. She's like a makeup genius. Is the Bahama Mama. It's more of a highlighter for sure than a bronzer, and you just have to be really careful because it shows up a lot darker. So I'm just going to use my fan brush, just get a tiny bit, and go right under my cheekbone. And this is just gonna, I'll say like, my biggest thing that I dislike about my face is how round it is. And that's just me. I would much rather have those really cute sunken cheeks and stuff, but I just do not have that at all. I have a super round face, and I have since I was little. So we're just gonna go right underneath there. I also also like to do my jawline a little bit to make that stand out even a little bit more. And then up around the outer sides of my face, by my forehead. Like a tiny bit of this goes a really long way. You want to make sure you blend it in really, really, really good. Because if you don't, you'll have major lines with this stuff. Okay, now I get nervous to do my nose with this big of a brush. So I'm going to use my smaller, like, straight brush. You'll just need a tiny bit. And then just go down along the sides of your nose. And you're going to have a line right now because you're doing it with this smaller brush. And then we'll fix it with, we'll blend it in, and we'll also, in the end, do a little bit more concealer to brighten it up. You can do a little point at the bottom. I don't very often on mine just because that doesn't bother me on my nose. But you'll do that, then you're going to get your wide bristle brush, just blend it in. And it's going to be a little dark still right now until we fix it with the concealer. Okay. Now, don't worry about that yet. Just make sure you have your contouring where you want. That was a quick contour. Now we're going to blend it even a tiny bit more with some of the airbrush bronzer. So this isn't the highlighter, this is more the bronzer, and it has a tiny bit of shimmer in it, but not too much, I don't think, because I don't like a ton of shimmer in it, but it's just the B7 bronzer. You'll just need a couple drops. And then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go up from where our highlighting is to help it blend just a little bit more. Make sure you get this color really good on your neck. You want it all to blend really good. You're going to do a little bit again up here, just a tiny bit to blend in your contouring. And we're not going to do the nose with this. We're just going to fix the nose with the concealer in the end. Okay, so as easy as that. Now I'm looking very contoured and sun bronzed. We're going to do a little bit more highlighting, but this time I'm going to do it so I can get it in the exact spot with my, we're going to do a little more concealer. We're just going to go straight down the nose, rub that in. And that's just going to help shape your nose even a little bit more. Then I like to do a little bit between my eyebrows and up. Tiny bit more underneath your eyes. So we already did like the majority of the concealer and stuff. This is just going to brighten up little touches once you're done. Okay, you can also do a little bit right here. Okay, and can you see the difference where now my face is all shaped? It doesn't look quite as round as my perfect little 5-year-old round face. Okay, so next, what we're going to do is just a little bit of eyeshadow today. We're going to do some fun colors with the eyeshadow and lips to give a little bit of that spring look. I think sometimes I'm a little afraid to use color, but don't be afraid, it's fun. Color is a good thing. So, just if you keep it in minimal amounts. I'm going to do for my main part of my eye, the same gold that I normally do. Just on the main part of your eye. I forgot my other brush to bring down, so I'm using the same one. You can use whatever brushes you're used to though for your eyeshadow. Bring it up a tiny bit. Okay, so once I'm done with that main color, we're just going to make it really simple. Do a little bit of the upper color with not white, but a off-white. Just a tiny bit to give the eyebrow a little bit more arch. Okay, and then we're going to do the crease of our eye in this purple. So it's going to sound scary, but I love the purple and golds together. So just do the crease of your eye a little above, and there you got your touch of color in. Okay, now for our brows, I'm using my new favorite brow tool. It's called the Brow to Go, or Brow Bar to Go by Lightning Whitening. I'm going to first use this gel right here, because I got some crazy brows sometimes, so I need to keep them in place. And then I'm going to use this light middle color. And I like how this stuff goes on, because it goes on so smooth and doesn't get in like clumps in your eyebrows. Does that make sense? Like, so you can like see it at all? I'm going to go do the liner and come back, because I can't really see in this. But all we're doing is a simple black line. No wing or anything, just simple to open up your eyes just a little bit more. So we now have our really thin line of eyeliner. Just do really thin for this look. We don't even want to really make it look like we're wearing that much eyeliner. I'm using I have my extensions. I've had them on for my eyelash extensions. I've had them on for, I think, like 5 weeks right now, 4 or 5 weeks. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of mascara on them. I'm using the CoverGirl Remarkable Washable Waterproof. Just a little bit to make them pop. We're going to finish off with some fun, bright lipstick. Before I do any of my lipsticks, I like to use just the CoverGirl like nude color. It's called Seduction. I use this for about every one of my colors, just to help it stay on. Now we're going to go with bright color today, like our neon pink. And this is by Victoria's Secret, and it's called Hot Spot. But I can't remember if this is my this year's or last year's, but I know they have the bright pinks in again this year. Okay, so I got my hot pink lipstick on, and then sometimes I put this over it, sometimes I don't, but for this pink look, I love having it be super glossy. For my red, I like it more matte, and my darks, I like it more matte. But this, I love to go over it. It's the Color Your Smile by Whitening Lightning lip gloss, and it's the Icicle, and it's so fun. It lights up. So you can, and there's a mirror, you can do it in the dark, whatever. But it is that perfect hot pink gloss color. It's just going to make your lips pop. Okay, so I got my shiny lips, everything, and I think we're finished. So we just did the easy contouring before we did our peach blush, some nice gold and purple eyeshadow, easy liner, and yeah, you have your spring look, fun colors. If you're like me, you don't use colors that often, but this is a subtle way to do a color, but then you got your big pop of lip for spring. So I hope you guys follow along and have a good day, and I'll see you next tutorial. See you later.